Hey, what's up, everybody? This is unintended, so I figured I'm sitting here logging trades anyway, so might as well just do it live. So I just got done with family matters, so here I am. Give me a minute. I'm kind of setting up right now. Got to make sure I can share my screen properly or whatever. So. Hopefully it all makes sense. It all looks right. I do need to set up a scene here, so it's just for the app, because I think it'll be important for me to just review this going forward. But nonetheless, let me see if I can hide this. Put me in front. Give me a minute. All right, this might not have any music. I think it does. I just can't hear it. But one second. I got new tunes I want to put in here anyway, so give me a minute. Media source. And where's my music? Here we go. Let's go here, and that should play or not. Let me know if y'all can't hear. Oh, you should be able to hear something. Can y'all hear music? Because I don't even see it. Properties. I don't see where the music is right now, personally. And then can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, no music. That's good. That's fine. This might not like wave files. Let's try a different track. You know what? One momento. This is... Okay, I see what it is. I think I see what it is. Local file. Yeah, this doesn't work, and I'm just going to go back to what the music was. So, which is fine. Sorry if I'm blasting ears off. Okay, and recycle. Okay, give me a minute. Gotta quench my thirst, and then check the chat, and we'll go from there. All right, so let me tell y'all what's going on. Thank y'all for letting me know. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in last minute. Your boy is just busy, just busy. And I just finished putting my baby girls to bed, and I've been trying to make sure that in 2026 I didn't show up from work for my day to day and then just disappear down into my studio, because I was doing that a lot, kind of in like the first couple quarters of 2025. Even though, you know, still take care of the family, we still go on trips, we still do our fun stuff, but at the same time, as far as being present, sometimes there was a little bit of a distancing in towards the end of the year, not the very end, but like, you know, the last half, right? The last 3/4 of the year, whatever. It just, you know, me and my wife had a conversation, and I'm a very self-aware individual, so I see it, and then I also see her struggle. So because she's now working, and then she kind of, you know, she does like still the mom stuff, and where what was supposed to happen is she was going to get this job being a massage therapist. She went to school, and then I was just doing my normal job stuff in trading, whatever, and then I was supposed to just pick up some slack, right? And we were going to share, you know, the home duties. But instead, your boy started a business too. And then I got more into trading, and I got more into coaching, and I got more into social media, and I got more into being an app developer, essentially, for various apps, right? Then I became an independent contractor for some local business, as well as for KGU. So like it's been I've been busy. So I made sure that towards the end of the year that I was more cognizant of that, and I was respecting my time better, as well as giving my girls the time that they deserve. Even though when they get home, they're watching their cartoons or whatever, or playing with friends, but at the end of the day, I can be present, you know, joke around, I can help with homework, I can be there for bedtime, like, you know, not just showing up when it's time to sing songs or something like that. So I've been more present, and just trying to make sure that my wife doesn't lose her mind, because she's been very supportive in my journey throughout the years of this process. So with that being said, y'all, you guys have no idea how genuinely appreciative I am of you all for giving me the grace and space too. I know I have a lot of things in place that value is pumped into this community where I should be able to be hands off, but at the same time, it feels wrong not to be present daily or dropping something frequently, right? It feels wrong, even though it's like slave work. Like if I was really grinding like I was at the beginning of 2025, man, it'd be crazy. But anyway, I appreciate everybody kind of helping each other and actually pouring back into the community, taking some of the lessons you learned early on in this community, and then making sure the new people are kind of getting put up on game as well. So thank y'all so much for all of that time, because, you know, I want to do things right, and it's really hard if I'm rushed into it. So I do need the grace of space, and I do appreciate it. So thank y'all. I'm behind the scenes. I'm working on the Leviathan stuff. I cleaned up the app. So I'm doing a lot of stuff, and now I'm coming out with a series, just so you guys know, so you're aware of what's going on. I'm coming out with a series for some training. It's not necessarily about technical analysis, but it will help. Okay. I did the poll on YouTube, and I got some feedback as far as what was like some of the biggest issues for some people trading in this game. And, you know, quite frankly, some of those issues I share with you. Okay. I know the solution, but it's all about execution, and it's all about consistency, making sure you're putting tools and stuff in place so that you know, when you do fall into the pitfalls, you don't live there, right? It's about bouncing back, because we're all gonna fall, right? It's just part of doing business. We're all gonna fall. So I'm putting tools in place, whether you use them or not, it's up to you. But you have to spend some time and figure it out. Okay. If what you've done in 2025 didn't work, then try something different. Okay. That goes for me too. Let me catch up on some comments, and then I'm gonna talk about the app. Not give you like the breakdown. If you guys have questions about the app, great. I'm just gonna enter a couple trades that I did. I got an L in there too that I can put in there, and then just go from there. And let's see here. I see you, Roll Life. Looks like you had a long day. Yes, man, it was a long day. Good seeing you too, Straight. Why does it show that you're not? That shows you're not a member, but hey, we got a new angler. Shout out to Jason. Are we public right now? I wonder if we're public. I thought I said it for minnows and above, but hey, shout out to our newest angler, Jason. Welcome, big dog. Look to the members tab if you're not already a member, and then and then make sure you go to the Discord, and then there's a link for the Discord in the members tab. Sorry. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that we just had a new member, Jason, that just got added? Okay. Jason, say something in the chat, big dog. Let me know that you're here with us right now. But anyway, let me go ahead and let me get my chat on another screen so I can work on uploading my uploading the the trades. 1 minute. There's the live. Oh, this is public. This wasn't supposed to be public. All right. Hey, I guess it's a public live stream. Hey, if you guys are here, then just know this was not supposed to be a public live stream. But I'm not gonna change it now. That's not how I operate. This was an accident. But hey, we got a new member, Jason, out of the deal. So Straight, it does not show that you are currently active as a member, big dog, and you're one of our OGs. So make sure you check your membership tab and make sure that everything's good to go. So because this is now public, I feel wrong. Okay, so look, everybody, this isn't supposed to be public, and I have to say this because this is not supposed to be my first public 2026 video. I have a whole thing set up for 2026. So consider this as just a, I don't know, pending status. I don't know. So you'll get value out of it because I always try to give some value while I'm here. It's not supposed to be a long stream, but anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on like putting my trades into this app, and then way to take advantage, Jason. Real talk, Adam. Wayne T. Hey, what's up, Wayne? Yes, it's public. I opened this one. Okay, got it. Okay, I see you. All right, so anyway, I got to put this stuff in because yesterday I did my trade session, but I did not, I didn't log it correctly. I think I went through some things with the Discord. So if y'all don't know what I do, I'll go to the trade tracker, and then I go here and I'll click log a trade. Right now it says cancel. Then it has all of the information that I need to log the trade. And so I enter I select the trade type, I pick the direction, I say, is it a day trade, swing trade, or a scalp, right? Is it a call, put, credit spread, whatever you got for an options trade? And there are these little question marks here that lets you know what's supposed to go in here, what it means, symbols, all that stuff. So my strike price was on that NVIDIA play that we ran up like 103%, and then we ran up another one for 79%. So we did a back-to-back NVIDIA play yesterday. What was it, Friday? So shout out to everybody who was part of that, right? And then of course those that are part of the snap play, we'll talk about that too. So the entry for me was $48. The exit was $80 on that particular play. I did 2 contracts. Why? The main reason is if I can share my, let's see, I'll share my my chart screen, okay? So you can kind of know where I'm getting at, because I also, where is it? Let me get my chart up. Okay. All right, so here's the chart that I was I'm working off of. I did a little replay or whatever, right? So at open, so first of all, before open, right on Friday at 4 a.m., I did spot this pop, right? Because I think I traded futures around here too, but I spotted the pop, and then pretty much at open, I was waiting to see what was going to happen. So we were patient, market opened here, and then once I seen on the 5-minute chart, I think I was actually zoomed in a little further than this, but I seen that we had no volume, or volume was decreasing right here as price was going down, right? So that just told me that the sellers were getting exhausted. And then we kind of had this pop. So let's see what it shows on a 1 minute. Let me just double check. Yeah. So even on a 1 minute, we got like this inside bar, right? And then this inverted hammer at the bottom of a trend. So like a couple signs or symbols were there to give me like reason to believe that we were going to go up. So on the 5 minute, I did get a demand zone established. It was an early identified demand zone. Where are we? It was early identified demand zone. So when I seen that, when I seen this, and I seen this wick, once it wicked back up, I entered the play. I think I called this play too. But I entered with the idea that we had bullish momentum, and then my stop loss was going to be here. Okay, so we did ride this wave all the way up, and then we seen this bullish imbalance. Okay, the imbalance is, hold on. The imbalance is the distance between these two candles here. Okay, and I typically represent that in purple on my charts. If you guys want to learn like kind of what I'm doing here in some more detail, then consider becoming a member. Megalodons have full access to all of our deep dives, and then there's within the app, which I'll show you, there's all of the information, like all the content that I've taught, like kind of summarized in training or educational modules, where you can go in and kind of just learn at your own pace. Okay, and essentially it's what I talk about. Okay, so but anyway, so we rolled this up to my take profit target of $90.38, but we had bullish momentum through this as well. So if I'm not mistaken, this was our first 100% push, and then once we came back to retrace, then we hopped back in for another 70% push. So that's kind of what happened, because we had confirmation above this level. So what you see right now is the screenshot that I take, and then I would put this right into my app, right? So on my app, you see chart screenshots right here. Pretty much I would choose a file and I would upload that chart, right? And then, I'll upload that chart. So when I save this trade, I can always reference back what the chart looked like and why did I do so well. I gave myself a confidence score of 1 to 10. I gave myself a 10. This is a rating scale right here that you'll be able to see. But this is just a nice, easy way for you guys to kind of like log your stuff, right? So that's what it's about. So then I go ahead and I update my trade, and then what I'll see it down here at the bottom, all the information right here in rows, or I can go card view and then I can see it in cards. So this gives me the notes that I probably wrote down on that particular trade. So right here, for example, I took this trade from the rapid fire alerts, right? I gave this announcement to everybody within this page right here, right? So this page is where I give all of my like swing trades for the most part. So you can come in here, and if you're looking for a play, you can go ahead and say, man, I follow Real because of SoFi, and he's SoFi king. So I mean, I make a lot of money on SoFi. What he has on SoFi. So you can go to Simba, you can type in SoFi, and then you can see any plays that I have at SoFi. The big level we talk about for SoFi is 26.15, and then you can see, hey, It's a minnow. It's a minnow play because the premium is cheap. It's $19 estimated around this target. And then here's your strikes, right? And then in the Discord, you get a little bit more detail. In the Discord, indoor, if you're like KGU, for example, too, you might, hold on. View details. Where am I? Why isn't my details showing? Probably ran out of details. Okay. All right. I probably have to, because I've been doing some updates. I might need to update I might need to fix a bug that I put in. I might need to fix a bug, but that's okay. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I'm not in my admin account, so I can't see things the same way. But either way, if you go to a card view, you can see that, hey, coach took this trade, which I would be the coach. NVDA, right? I don't know. That's probably no longer active at this point, but nonetheless, you guys, I think you kind of get the point. Let me get rid of this. Just refresh this, and NVIDIA right here. Okay, here's that NVIDIA trade right here. NVIDIA coach got into the play, and then I give the take profit targets 192, 193, 197. So anyway, that's kind of what you would see if you were to hop into this app. Okay, let me go ahead and then just add the link to the app for anybody that's interested. I'm gonna like put together like a not a commercial, but you know, like a reel or whatever, so it can kind of highlight some features, but that takes time. You know, me and my editor are kind of working on that right now, but it takes time. But anyway, let me keep going, because the main purpose of this was for me to go live for the Discord members and just log my trades. So let me read the comments quick. Yeah, way to take advantage, Jason. Yes, it's public. Thank you. Hey, Matt Ring. Yep. Hey, he's an angler. Our King Adam says, missed that. I tried to take the puts twice and ended my day. I didn't even know that it broke above 190 like that. Yeah, that was last week, big dog. So today was actually a good day to short NVIDIA, and it kind of caught me with the okie doke. So because it ran close to my target, but then it quickly turned around on me. So that's one of my L's today. Okay, so I did get a win on NVIDIA, but I did hold one over the weekend, just because. Which I was positive this morning, but I overstayed my welcome. So let's just say that. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let me put in my other NVIDIA trade. I went lighter in this one, and it was more of a scalp. And I think it was in it for like less than 3 minutes. So notice if you hit a trade style, if you hit a scalp, you have a duration. So a scalp is within 5 minutes, right? So like maybe it's a 30-second trade, maybe it's a minute trade. These are particularly important for like SPY or if you're trading futures, right? NQ, ES, whatever. So you know what kind of trade you've been doing. And then there's machine learning and AI built into the app where it can it can identify what your patterns are and help you identify, your strengths and weaknesses and just kind of keep you on track. Okay. So, but anyway, this was a call option again. We did another NVIDIA. Okay. And then this was you know what? I don't even have to do this, right? What I have to do is go to the rapid fire alerts and say, because I know I took this trade. I think I already took it. So yeah, I think I took this trade twice, but my strikes are different. So what I would do, I'll go to the trade that I took the trade off of, and I would click this button that says log trade, right? And then saves me time. So you can get rid of all the manual labor. So then all I need to know is when I entered and then what was my stop loss, which is easy, right? Because we talked about it. I entered again right here around 190.60. Okay. But we're talking in contract terms instead though. So I think we need to put in what the contract was here. Options, entry, This is the second one. This was a 195 strike that I grabbed 4 contracts for, and it was like 10 cents. And then the stop loss was like 0.08, 0.07. It was a single leg, but I'm just going to call it a call option. And then this was dated back on Friday as well. We got 4 contracts on this one. The strike price was 195. The date. I'm going to do that and hit save the trade. So when I save the trade, most of the information was already there. I just go back to the trade tracker, and then like that's important because if you're just on the go and you just want to do a quick log, that's what you do. Like you can just do it from your phone, boom, boom, boom. And then later, if you want to like dive deeper, right, or put more details in it, you can find that trade, which this is it right here. And you know that it came from the rapid fire alert. It's an NVDA neutral direction, blah, 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 right? You just hit the edit button, right? Select the style. It was a scalp duration. It was like 3 to 5 minutes. I'll just say 3 minutes. And then the strike price was 195. Okay, my entry was already there because we preloaded that. The exit, pretty much where you got out of the play. I'm about to look at that right now. And for this one, we got out at 0.17. I mean, it ran for more than that, but one was 0.82. 1 second. Yeah, so 0.17. 0.17. Okay. And then stop loss, boom, take profit. My target was to get 100%, or my target was to get 50% on that. Because I already had hit 103%. Confidence level, I was about an 8 or 9 because we were above a level. And then I can use the same screenshot if I want to for this. And then I just hit update. It's done, right? And then all of the P&L and all that stuff shows up here. And then the information is here. If I want to see that trade, the screenshot, I would just hit view breakdown, and then it'll just pop right up. This looks good, really good on the mobile devices too. I'm just on my computer. So, all right, let me see. So that was 2 winning trades that I did, and then I'm not doing Snap yet. Why? Because I'm still holding Snap, right? And this is a risky situation. We ran Snap up 54%, right? I have 20 contracts, and I've made the decision not to sell my position, right? Here's why. I'll tell you guys. So Snap, I called Snap once we were approaching $8.04. I pretty much told everybody if we can confirm above this level, then we're looking for calls, right? It probably was around, let me see the exact day we entered Snap. Anybody remember? I got to pull up hopefully y'all can see my screen. Let me make sure. Yeah. I'm going to pull up my invest account. Let's see when did I enter this trade? So Snap was entered on come on. Okay, Snap was entered on the 30th. All right, so on the 30th, that would be right here. So right here, I decided to hop into the play. Okay, we came back down, we retested, but we're not technically out of the woods. This is a 65 minute, so let's go to the 15 minute. I was making my decisions based on the 15 minute, but I want y'all to understand that I was a little premature, and here's why. Once I cross a level, right, we crossed it with a nice strong bullish bar, but it was followed by a doji, right? So that just tells me that there's a potential that we lost some strength. Hold on, did I lose? Hold on, did I lose my chat? Chat, are we still live? Let me make sure. All right, I lost my chat, so just give me a minute. I gotta figure out how to get it back up. Okay. I got my chat back. 1 second. All right. Yep. Thanks, Denise. I see you. All right. Hopefully I'm making sense. Where was I going? Okay. So yeah. So when this crossed, this was like an early entry because I seen bullish momentum. We are closing above it, but it's not necessarily strong. But here's the deal. I made the decision to hop in here, and then so for me, I'm in this play until we confirm below it. So unless we have a candle that's closing below this level, I'm in this trade. So I held all the way through this. We're up, right? This is up like 30% or 38% because of it was like an intraday at this point, but I didn't sell out. I did say congratulations to everybody, but I did also let everybody know that the play has not yet been invalidated. So fast forward time, right? And we're crossing into Wednesday. It's early. Then we have market open, right? We have market open and we don't have a lot of volume. So what happens as we get through the day, right? You get through like the opening, chaos, and they did some stop loss hunting, right? It came down, but look, I'm paying attention to the 15-minute. I'm not looking at the 1 minute or 45-second, mainly because this is a swing trade for me, right? So for me, this is already kind of confirmed with bullish momentum, and we have an increase in buying volume here too. So when we open, the first move is, you already know, right? It's, they're trying to trick you. They're trying to get you out of your position. So this didn't close below, so I held through it, right? And I think this had me down like 10%, maybe. Because I know at some point I think I added to my position too. So let me make sure. Nah, I didn't. I went for 20 right away. I think I did 15 and then I added another 20, or I added another 5. But anyway, held through, and sure enough, we run it up, right? So this is Wednesday. On Wednesday, this is a 47% move, right? So shout out to everybody that ate again. But essentially, everybody had multiple opportunities to hop back into here, and I was calling it out, right? So then we came back down and retested. Again, I called it out again, let everybody know that we're not yet invalidated. I'm still holding the same 20 shares or same 20 contracts, right? Now, it's kind of crazy because you want to say, well, man, like, why didn't you take profits? Well, process over profits. Now, that got me smoked a couple times, right? Yeah, I could have taken my profits and then waited for the retracement and then whatever, but I did give myself enough time on the contracts. So I had the grace of space. I had like 2 or 3 weeks on the contracts, right? So I just let it play out because I knew it wasn't done, or at least I wasn't invalidated yet. So it came back to retest, ran up, came back another 30%, theta, time decay, whatever. Came back down. I announced it again that we were not invalidated, and then sure enough, guess what happens? Wednesday, we pop, right? So it's kind of been doing this song and dance like this entire time, and I've kind of just been holding strong, right? Because none of this is an invalidation. This right here, yes, you have a nice strong bar, but this volume doesn't take out any bullish volume this way, right? This is less volume than here. And then so when you see this, then you wait for the next candle. This is not a close below my level. Therefore, I'm not really shaking out of my position. This is my 200-day EMA. We're not falling below that. So like there's a couple things that's going on that you just probably don't see, because this is my chicken scratch of a chart right now. So yeah, sure enough, we see this this hammer right at the bottom of this little retracement, and then we pop right back up. So, and now we've been on a rocket. So we ride this way back up. Again, we call snap. I call snap for KGU, I think at this point. And then we ride this up. I've been saying the take profit target is here, right? And if we were to break 825 and hold above, then we are bullish for the most part. We have a bullish bias. So now I have snap going to about 887, right? Will it happen within this week? I hope so, but it needs to hold above this level. The moment we break below 825 and we confirm below, then the play could be a wrap. But as of right now, we're looking pretty bullish for the most part. Despite overnight hours has us down to about 824, we're floating back around this level. But this is my crossing points. I'm good, right? But anyway, so I have to put snap in there eventually. I'm not gonna touch that right now. But that's it. That's the business. Now, as far as the app stuff go, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm not going to be much longer, but do understand there is this education hub, like I said. So all of my lessons and everything that I teach, I poured into this, right? So you will have access to this if you sign up for it. There is a tier system for the app. There's a free version of the app as well. If you just want to log your trades, so up to you. And recently, for the higher tier members, I added the trade assistant hub, right? I have a trading laws. You have to acknowledge those, right? And then you can have this pulled up during your trading session. And if you're looking at a particular symbol, you can kind of pre-plan and make sure you have your checklist. If you can check all these boxes, right, then that tells you that you have a pretty strong trade, right? And then this goes from red to green, right? No trade, because not every box is cleared. So that means that you're not really, it's not a AAA trade. You can't check every one of these boxes, but if you check them, then boom, you can run, you can save your checklist, right? So I can say, for example, NVDA, we did 4 contracts, and then I can give it an ID if I want to. I'll just give it 1. And then the planned entry was on the 2nd, and that was at 0942 roughly, right? I would say 30, okay? And then I'll say hopped, looking for calls on opening break to take TP targets, take profit target, okay? If we break above and confirm, then we can add to position and run to next TP target, okay? And then I hit save, and it'll save this setup for me, and then it'll be available, right? So it would typically pop up right here for recent activities. There might be a bug in here that I'm still working out, but you know, bugs happen. But there's a setup planner in here, so you can actually put in your entire play here. It's pretty much what I do in the rapid fire alerts, only you have the ability to do it for yourself, right? Give yourself your entry plan to take profit targets, right? You can add targets and all that stuff, and you can save your plan and then review this plan later if you so choose. And then when it's all said and done, there's an AI coach that kind of gives you insight on all of the information that you've done if you're using the trading assistant, right? And it gives you kind of a summarized view of what some actionable behaviors are, what you should be thinking about and stuff like that as you're trading, okay? You can do monthly self audits where you can grade yourself. You can give yourself A, B, C, D, whatever you think, and then you can grade yourself every month, and then you can see how you did, like based on your own analysis of your own trading. And it could help you. Maybe it will, maybe it doesn't, but it's a tool that you can use or not. There's trading laws that you can print out that I came up with and just put it in here on a pre-trade checklist. So if you want to print these out and just have it on your desk, you can do that. Same here with the self audit print form. Okay, so all that stuff is here. There's a bunch of stuff in here that you can use, but it all kind of like it all flows through this trading cockpit, where when the day starts, the moment you open your app, it asks you your mindset, right? Do you have a written plan? Yes or no? Are you trading on your mobile phone or a PC? I was on the road all day. What's your current mood? I was kind of okay. I was a little neutral. Did I get good sleep? No, my sleep was trash, right? So I can put in there, said 3 hours of sleep, long work day today, should look for in and out trades. Like, you know, because I don't have time to babysit it, right? So I'll just check in, and then boom, my check-in is saved. It'll show right here. My sleep score is 1 out of 5. You know, my plan, I got a plan, right? Mobile, hit that 5 times, and you can see your mindset trend, and you can export your data too, which is cool. Like all this data for the most part is exportable. So, and then there's all this stuff, man. You just got to play with it. This isn't like a training or anything like that. This was, like I said, this wasn't even supposed to be public. I'm just talking. But I'll go ahead and then see if there's any questions. And then I'm going to get off because I got work to do too. So, let's see here. Let me go to my screen and let's flex this over here. Right. The education has a lot of info. Yeah, it has a lot of info. I put a lot into that. Y'all know if you guys have been following me for a while, then you probably already know that I give this right here.
They watch the wins.
Where is it? So y'all are probably
But never read the margins.
This is that cheat sheet that I made.
I learned patience staring candles that don't move. Minutes feel like hours when the discipline's the proof. I don't chase green numbers, I chase clarity and truth. Every loss just tuition for the version never view. I journal every scar, every trade I didn't take. That restraint costs more than the money that I made. People counting profits, I'm accounting for the days where I chose to sit in silence, let the impulse fade, yeah. I've been trading time for skill, not applause. Risking comfort for a future I can stand on and call mine. They confuse motion with momentum, I pause, cause they
Alright, so what I did, I put that into the education piece. But I'll show you how I did it. So under the technicals, if you go to candlestick patterns, right? I have the breakdown of all of these candlesticks that I made and had a probability for, and I uploaded them in here so you guys can understand like what it is and what it means, and you know what that setup looks like, right? What's confirmation, what's the market psychology, what's the risk management, and then I go through the rest of those candlesticks so you guys can kind of just be as prepared as possible. So this is accessible, right? For those that have the app, right? And then at the bottom of this thing, you can download the full check sheet and print it or whatever you want. I have it screenshotted on my phone as like a background, and then there's a knowledge check, so you can take a quiz and then, you know, do your thing and just see if you really are picking up on what I'm putting down here. Okay. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can to kind of give people the tools that they need, so they can just be dangerous on their own. Because I'm only one person, but I know there's a ton of other YouTubers and stuff like that that's out here. But you know, some people learn different, so I'm trying my best to give different ways and different opportunities for people to learn, right? Like, this is cool. Like, I can go ahead and click opportunities, right, and figure out what's going on with me, right? Review trading strategy, blah blah blah, performance insights. Anyway, and I got to clean up the contract picker, but it is cool because I can screenshot any contract and I'll pop it in here, and then it'll auto populate all the information in here, and then it'll give me some recommendations. I need to clean it up though. There's more to it. So, but it's like a beta. It's in beta phase. And if you are on the app, you will have a leaderboard. You can see how you're doing in comparison to everybody else, right? Essentially, you would have to go, if you don't see your name, you'll know where you are, but you can put in the name that you want to be visible as in the settings. Okay, so some people don't know that. I took names off, and they probably just don't know. So I probably should make an update or something, right? Okay, anyway, what questions we got? Music too loud. I'm sorry, my bad. I don't know what happened. Was it like, did y'all hear anything? SoFi rail. No drip. I see you, big dog. All right, my bad about the music. That's not a new track. If y'all want, let me go ahead. I'll share you a link, because I have some music relevant to trading, but you know, I'll send you guys the link, and then y'all can go over there and check it out if you want to. But I needed an escape, so I'm dabbling, right? So anyway, it was a different song. It's gone now, huh? Yeah, maybe it was like a delayed upload, because I did try to upload a different song, but it wasn't working on my end, so I couldn't. I don't even know. All right, so like I said, this was supposed to be Discord only, but we did get a new member out of it. So shout out to our newest member, Jason. Jason, if you have any issues hopping into the Discord, let me know. Just comment on this video, but essentially there is a link to the Discord within the members tab of the YouTube channel, right? But you were also given instructions, perk instructions, when you signed up for the angler. So hopefully you got that, and it works. So I don't know. Okay. All right, so in 2 minutes, I'm getting off.
Yeah,
Hold up.
they watch the winds.
How many Leviathans do we have here right now?
But never read the margins.
We have.
Yeah. I learned patience staring candles that don't move. Minutes feel like hours when the discipline's the proof. I don't chase green numbers, I chase clarity and truth. Every loss just tuition for the version never view. I journal every scar, every trade I didn't take. That restraint costs more than the money that I made. People counting profits, I'm accounting for the days where I chose to sit in silence, let the impulse fade, yeah. I've been trading time for skill, not applause. Risking comfort for a future I can stand on and call mine.
Oh, sorry, I see that now. Thank you. I see that now. Like, it didn't pop up before, but yeah, that is a new song. That is a new track. My bad. Yep, margin of time. Yep. My bad. If that blew your ears off. Let me tag that. There was definitely a delay, because I posted that forever ago. Blessings to you, Mikey. So yeah, sorry y'all. Again, this isn't normal real energy. It's been a long day. Again, it was supposed to be Discord exclusive. There will be a rapid fire chart analysis on Thursday. All right. Hands down, we got to get back to the rapid fire chart analysis. All right. So we're going to be doing that. I'll have like something dropping between tonight and tomorrow, leading up to that. And then for those that are just subscribers, do know I'm working on a series based on some feedback of like what people like need help with. So that will be being dropped. The goal is every Sunday, and then it should be within the course section of YouTube on the channel, if that makes sense. for real. Adam, the lyrics were hot. It was a good combination of working with AI. So like I had a bunch of stuff, you know, I came up with some stuff, and then of course I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper, but AI makes things a little easier, you know, as far as like cleaning up, cleaning up what you're trying to say and portray. So it was like money. And every one of those songs take hours, sometimes days. And that's because that's my hobby. Because I got to a point where I like playing video games, but I got to a point where I was like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting anything from it. Like I get lost in it for a little bit, but I don't take anything away from it. So when I started this music thing, it was like, okay, I'm using my creative to make something, right? And it's there and it's cemented, and whether people like it or not, it is what it is. I'm enjoying it, and it's something that resonates with me, and it is what it is. So I enjoyed making the music videos and clipping all the stuff and working with AI tools and stuff like that. I'm ADD, and I'm an artsy dude. Went to school for was going to school for game designing, and animation. So, but that didn't work out. So, in another life, right? All right. Any questions? Oh, come on now. Come on now. Zoom out. I have this problem with the camera. For the Leviathans, I need to make it make sense with the time invested. I need some more people to sign up. Now, of course, those that are members, you guys are early supporters. I appreciate that. And at the very least, we're going to start doing more live trades. I just got to figure out the schedule for that until we start with the actual, like, I guess you can call it apprenticeship. It's not like I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I do. It's like there's learning, there's some PowerPoints, but then so here's the structure, and here's the execution. So it'll be like, here's everything you need to know, right? Or probably should be thinking about, and then here's how we're gonna apply it. And then rather that's through replays or through live streams or whatever, that's kind of what the flow is gonna be for the Leviathan tier. It's an ongoing thing. It's not there's no end. The Leviathan tier, in my opinion, if it all goes as well as I want it to, it'll just establish a team of traders and not just students, right? Like you guys, in my opinion, it'll be a group of people working together, and in the end of it, being dominated in the market. So my goal is to include myself in this, but create as many high-level traders as possible within this Discord. And it takes time, it takes sacrifice, it takes commitment, it takes humility, it takes honesty, it takes it all, right? So, and everybody's journey is different, and everybody's on different timelines, but we all respect that, and we all understand that, but we're all in that community to support and elevate everybody, and that's what it's all about. Peace to you. Okay. And that being said, your boy's about to get offline. All right. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the Discord, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Take care.
I came about the shadows with the pain and never settled. Had to wrestle with the demons in my chest like they were metal. Every step another lesson, every failure made me special. I was built inside a furnace, pressure cooked me in a level. At the level I ain't never seen before, but now I'm stepping like I'm in it. Had to move without a mender, had to hustle independent. All these nights I sacrificed, all these mornings reinvented. Woke up hungry, woke up stressed, but still I rose, stay relentless. Family on my back, I made a vow that I'll protect. Every tear my wife and cry became a sword inside my spirit. Every doubt I ever heard turned to fuel, now I'm fearless. I've been broke, I've been stuck, I've been praying for a clearing. Now I'm walking with the thunder in my chest, can you hear it? I ain't folding, I ain't stopping, I ain't bowing to the pressure. I'm the one that broke the cycle, I'm the one that learned the method. All this pain became a blueprint for the man, you see progression. I'm a product of the struggle, I'm the proof that God invested. Who he knows gon' change the message. Yeah, grinding like I'm on a timer. Every move a new assignment. Never asked for hand-me-downs. I built the throne that I recline it, and came from moments with my pockets on E. Nobody checking on me, but I stay plotting heavy. Cooking game that wasn't free, man, I gave more than I kept. That's the leader thing in me. I pour knowledge, feed the fan. Still remain a humble beast. I don't flex, I just work, I don't brag, I convert. All that trauma from the past, give me mileage for the turf. All that noise people talk, I'm too locked to get hurt. All that doubt just hit the filter, now I'm sharper with my work. And my daughter see the fight, see the grind, see the rise. I'm the father that I prayed for when I didn't have a God. I'm the man that I became through the nights I nearly died. But I never backed down, I adapted, then I thrived. Yeah, I've been running through the pain like a mission, like a vision, like a prophecy with discipline. I'm sculpted by the friction and the losses in the distance. Every dream I ever whispered came alive from my persistence, and the hunger in my stomach that was louder than resistance. I'm all resistance. I'm the quiet storm form. I'm the king they ignore. I'm the work ethic force. It's in a world full of noise. I'm the echo of the nights, and nobody heard my voice. Now they call me like scripture. Every time I make a choice, made for this car, for the grind and the shift. Built from the mud with a heart that don't quit. Still give game like a gift. Still serve when I live. Still thank God for the wins, cause I know what it is to be lost, to be broke, to be holding on hope, to be drowning in weight that could break grown folks. But I rose, they staying close to the code that I wrote. Every setback was a lesson that refined my growth. Now I stand with the proof of the battles I survived. Every cut, every bruise was a badge of the climb. I ain't perfect, but I'm present and I'm built for the times. And I give cause I know what it's like, needing a sign. Success never made me forget where I'm from. I still wake like I'm starving with the fire in my lungs. I still grind like the rent ain't paid and the storm ain't done. I still move like battle just barely begun, but I'm in. Still rising, still testing, still chosen, still investing, still humble, still aggressive, still thankful, still relentless. God, this the story of a man who ain't fold under stress. It's the voice of the struggle turned into a weapon. Yeah.